So, here's what do we say this? A filmy review of 2021. In my opinion, it might not be legitimate to you, and if you have any changes, maybe comment down after watching the entire list. And yeah, there are many great points I've talked in my opinion. So yeah, please do watch the entire video and comment down what are your changes for 2021, and wish you an advance happy new year. 2021 has been a crazy year for the Telugu film industry. One of the greatest, or if not the best movies of India have come from the Telugu industry. And in this video, there are few other languages movies, but mostly there are Telugu movies because in the entirety of India cinema, this year Telugu industry definitely shined. So starting off the list, we have a top 10 most eligible bachelor by Akhil Akkineni. So most eligible bachelor came with a lot of buzz, and Akhil, a hero who did few voluntarily good movies which were critically acclaimed previously, like Akhil and Hello. Fans were expecting something else from the successor of Nagarjuna. So like when we look at this movie is not that great for few people, but still it was critically acclaimed. And for me, it was a good movie with a good plot and surely entertaining, but in my opinion it definitely deserves the 10th rank. And now in the 9th rank it is Crack. So Crack was a great movie by Gopichand Malineni, and as if you guys know or not, once Raviteja was in a row of failures, Gopichand gave Raviteja Balupu, and that gave him like a turnover and to reconsider his script selections. And now for Sankranti we got Crack, which was like one of the greatest way to deal a commercial movie. And if at all we perfectly execute a commercial movie, I guess that is what Crack is. And it comes in with a good plot, intelligent writing, and a very hard-hitting message at the end. And also Raviteja's mass comeback was a treat to everyone, and of course he's one of the heroes who has like very very less number of haters. So the movie sure did not fail to entertain us, and it remains as a perfect mass entertainer for the years to come. Coming at 8 in the list is Cinema Bandi. I'm not sure if many of us have seen this movie, but I accidentally came across this movie in Netflix, and it was a direct OTT release, and it was a completely new movie with completely new and refreshing people who we mostly didn't even know. And I must say that this is one of the greatest movies that has been made in the industry according to art and like perseverance, how they have shown how a movie can be made, and who all can be a movie teller or a storyteller. So this movie revolves around a person who wants to make a movie with a camera he came across, and tries to make a movie with that camera, using his help with the other village people. So like it's a completely good drama and comedy entertainer. It's a very soulful and refreshing vibe giving movie. It has like these natural village roots without any fake or clumsily putting it or forcing it on the audience. One of the greatest and happy merry-go-round kind of feel movie. I would definitely suggest you to watch this whenever you're free. Coming at number 7 is Narappa. Narappa by Srikanth Addala was one of the greatest or faithful remake of the original movie. Victory Venkatesh's mass and class faces in the first half, where he's dealing with trauma and family problems, and we feel very empathized with it, how the character is gonna go, and it keeps us at the end of the seat. It keeps us hooked up to all the entirety of the story, and that's what makes Narappa one of the greatest remakes. And it had this appeal of Srikanth Addala for Telugu audience, which made it a bit, critically acclaimed, but still we get what we want. And in my opinion, this is one of the most faithful remakes that are ever made. Coming at number 6 is the Raja Raja Chora starring Sri Vishnu. It is one of the best performances ever by Sri Vishnu, and it's a travelsome movie where a Xerox shop owner and a kind of a petty thief turns into a heist executor and also deals with extramarital affairs. So like the movie is like crazy movie which like revolves around many crazy aspects which are like hard to fit in one movie, but they managed to do it in a very hooking up and entertaining way, which makes this movie one of the special movies. And like if you're a fan of his or like a person turning his characters, then this movie is one of the greatest suggestions that one could give to you. Coming to the top 5, it starts off with Shyam Singh Roy at number 5. Shyam Singh Roy by Rahul Sankrityan is a great endeavor and remains as one of the greatestly dealt classic because having a hero who had 2 movies and 2 or 3 movies which were completely disastrous in a sort. I'm talking about V and Tak Jagadish of Nani. Nani is mostly known for playing like boy next door and like friendly kind of roles, and once the announcement came of Shyam Singh Roy, people got like into a kind of a thought process if Nani could pull off this role of a like a character with a lot of acting capability or like like versatility. And then when we knew that Nani is going to play not 1 but 2 roles of Shyam Singh Roy and Vasudev, who is a film director in modern times, people were very surprised, and including me, I went to theater with a lot of hopes and doubts which were completely smashed out of the ground by Nani's perfect performance. And Sai Pallavi's performance also stood out as one of her career best. And the movie became one of my personal favorite because of its visuals and the way the movie was like treated according to the research. Movie will definitely expand its fandom in the years to come. Coming next in the list is not a straight Telugu movie but a dubbed or a bilingual movie, which is Jai Bhim starring Surya. And this movie, in my opinion, could have definitely misfired and have been a huge disaster because the plot or like the aspect which have like taken to deal in the movie was a bit controversial and could have gone down the drain if anything would have been like done below the belt. But the movie had its aspects, and the perspective of the director definitely saved the movie from being a controversial movie. And definitely one of the greatest performances by Lijmal Jose, and the exceptionally good message conveyed without any misfireable problems is something that should be noted down by modern directors. Coming in at number 3 is highly entertaining movie of 2021 and one of my personal favorites, Jati Ratnalu. The Trimurtis of comedy, which I love to call them, is which I'm referring to Naveen Polishetty, Priyadarshi and Rahul Ramkrishna. When we first got introduced to the announcement that three of the greatest entertainers of Telugu industry right now are going to act in one movie, I was seriously hyped a lot, and the movie came in with a lot of buzz, and I should say it exceeded my expectations. Although there were many critical acclamations that the movie did not have any proper plot or a story. I mean, the movie did not promise any plot in the first place, so whatever we've got additionally except entertainment is like something that is like an additional fare, right? So in my opinion, this is one of the greatest entertainer, and that shall stay as one of the greatest entertainers in the TFI. Coming in at number 2, Pushpa The Rise. Pushpa The Rise by Sukumar has a really great buzz right now, but came in with a lot of negativity and still dominated the negativity which it had around it, and now is the greatest grosser of 2021 with over the budget of, it came in with a budget of 181 crores, and now it even crossed 370 crores with only 30 crores in Hindi itself. So like this movie completely shattered the boundaries of what a Telugu movie could possibly do. After Bahubali, a pan-India movie to sustain such great expectations is one of the like out of the box things that one could imagine. And Allu Arjun's performance was his career best, and to fans like myself, it was a visual treat, and I just couldn't stop myself to like continuously become a fan of Allu Arjun every single scene that I saw in that movie. Talking about the director Sukumar, it was completely out of the stereotype, and it was like the chain breaking movie of this continuously movies that were coming in with the same similar plot and the same similar movie. People say that we want to change, but when they face the change, they say it would have been better without this. So like, yeah, this movie is definitely one of the greatest movies of 2021, and also the third highest grosser of Telugu film industry. And this movie has a long way to go, and with the highest stream music, highest grossing movie, and great like manifestation around India, this movie shall stay, and waiting for the second part of this movie. Coming in at number 1, Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, wasn't it a bit obvious? For Marvel fans like me, this movie was a visual treat. Damn, what can we even say about this movie? This movie is one of the greatest fan stuff that any Marvel fan could ever get, and it had everything that a Marvel fan could possibly dream of, and that what makes this movie a special one to watch. And that kind of proves its own name by seeing its its collections of which crossed 1 billion recently. So this movie will stay as one of the greatest approach to what famous cinematic universe can do for their fans. And it was a feast for the OG and the concurrent fans, which made this movie that much of a rewatchable stuff. Not even one time watch, but like 3-4 time watchable. It's worth watching like 3 to 4 times. So yeah, that's what makes this movie sit in the first place. Yeah, I guess that brings us to the end of the video and our list. If you have any alterations to ours, you can please do comment down, or like any of your top 3, please do comment down, and like the video if you agree or disagree. And if you want to talk anything to me, there are my Instagram and Snap handles in the description. Thank you for watching and staying tuned to Critic. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, and also a very happy new year.